What's up, gamers?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to our new podcast, the Smashcast.
It's not really
unless I come up with a better name by the time this is uploaded.
And it's also not really a podcast because there is a visual medium incorporated to it. So it's mostly just us playing Smash Brothers.
True.
Shut up.
It's a good point.
But
Yeah, I
it's a
have
point
nothing
we're
more than
going to ignore.
Yeah.
Because Smashcast is a good name.
Well,
It's a decent name.
what?
Smashcast is a name.
Can you put me in the game, please?
Oh, you have to press the...
Aha!
Oh, wait, there you go. I'm playing random because I'm not a coward. I guess...
Fine. Okay,
There you
I was
go.
pressing A and nothing was happening.
Oh, Joy-Cons are so fun.
Yeah, anyways, what's your Blockbuster story?
Oh,
we
yeah,
just
I
looked
was-
through a drawer and found out I most definitely stole something from Blockbuster.
Yeah, and I told Carson that I had a Blockbuster story, and he was like, oh, start the video off with that. I was like, it's not that interesting, but I will, because I don't have anything else to start with.
Did you find a government conspiracy about Blockbuster?
I did not see someone die at Blockbuster, no. Unfortunately. Instead, I went to Blockbuster, and it was just about to close.
Okay,
right?
wow, Joy-Con do be drifting. I just spun in a circle of Joy-Con
I was just
drift.
waiting for you to let go. I'm like, is he gonna
No.
let go? But I went to Blockbuster, and of course I was going to go get a game because I'm an epic gamer.
Oh god, I'm fine.
And so I went and I got, I think it was Batman Arkham City, if I remember correctly. And I took it to the guy at the cash register, and I was like, yeah, I want to rent Batman Arkham City. And the guy was just like, you know we're closing soon, you can just have it. I was like, oh, really? like that's it, really. Like, that's the extent of the story, is that I was just amazed that the guy at Blockbuster Video let me keep Batman Arkham City.
I'm surprised more so that, like, you were there, using a Blockbuster. I didn't even realize I stole something from a Blockbuster. I don't remember going to a Blockbuster in the first place.
I remember Blockbuster.
Back in the day.
Only 2000s kids, am I right? Haha. Comment and subscribe if you were born.
Yeah.
Please.
No one comments.
No one was born.
It's just like we have 12 views but no comments.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you were born.
Oh my god!
How did you
I was
down
like,
there?
okay, I haven't died yet, so I must be somewhere on the stage, right? And therefore, I should be able to attack him. I was in the corner, the most corner of the map I could possibly be.
You were on the cusp of death the entire time. I am amazed. So that's my Blockbuster story. I now have no more interesting stories in my life.
Ah, so Kentucky.
Besides that one time I haven't been to Denny's.
Anyways.
I did go to a Waffle House one time.
Oh?
Yeah.
I don't know why I was like, oh, as if that was like, oh,
really?
Waffle House, you say?
I also have been to a Waffle House. No, I went to Waffle House for the first time and saw that they had steak. I was like, wow, that sounds bad. I'm gonna get it. And
Was it good?
it was fine.
No, it was
Like-
terrible.
It was, like, I expected much worse, so I was pleasantly surprised, I guess, but it also wasn't great. So I got a bunch of food. Like, I got steak and waffles and hash browns and, like, a lot. And
What the heck? Why is my buttons not working? Sorry.
the waitress, whenever she was bringing me my food,
I hate
was
life.
like, hey, that's a lot of food. And in order to, for some reason, spite the waitress, I ate most of the food that was a lot of food. So I forced myself to eat as much as I could so that when the waitress came back, She was like, "Oh my god, you ate so much Waffle House." What? And I don't know why I did that, because I felt sick after.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, she was like very
like,
concerned that you got so much food. It's like, hey, like, that's
I was
probably
like,
not good.
this is just the right amount of food.
From what I would assume is she's like, oh, that might be too much for you. You shouldn't eat all that.
I was like,
and you're
fuck
just like,
you. This is exactly what I want. You do not judge me on how much Waffle House I get. Basically, my first trip to Waffle House was filled with spite. And, like...
Your first and last trip.
I mean,
I
I haven't been to Waffle House since.
I will not be coming back to your establishment. I just... Because I was planning on telling my Kentucky story since I recently went on vacation there, and I just realized only one part of the story actually takes place in Kentucky.
You've just been to Kentucky. You didn't even go to Kentucky.
I mean, most of the trip, now I'm thinking about it, really happened in Tennessee.
Oh, well, then it'll be your Tennessee story.
Yeah, because we kind of got bored of Kentucky.
You got bored of Kentucky?
Hey.
Okay. I mean...
You'll understand once I tell the story. It's a great story.
That reminded
It's probably
me...
not that great, but...
Before you do
Yeah.
that just reminded me of a thing I saw where it's like, what is the worst state? I think it was a Reddit thread. Where it's like, what is the worst state in America? And everyone said Missouri. Like, I can't believe, like, I've never seen such a
companionship.
Yeah, I've never seen such a consistent answer where it was all Missouri. Like, everyone
Missouri's
called Missouri
misery.
a jail. And my sister lives in Missouri. So, I don't know how to feel about that. I can tell your Kentucky story.
Okay, so, once
Anyway,
upon a
so
time...
one time...
Oh, wait, we should also probably say which one of us is which.
Oh yeah, we never really did specify who is
Yeah.
who.
I'm Big the Cat, also known as Spider Flame, also known as Carson.
I'm Tyler, also known as Miraculous Maniac, who has a different YouTube channel that is in this YouTube channel that I'm on currently, on YouTube.
And how do you pronounce your in-game name?
I couldn't tell you. It looks funny. I mean, it looks funny. So that's why I have it.
It has the funny E.
Yeah, and also other words. Is there a meaning behind it? Not whatsoever. Is there a meaning behind Miraculous Maniac? It alliterates. Is there a meaning behind my real life name, Tyler? Not
Yes.
really. Yes, back in
it's hidden.
1874, my great-great-grandfather, Taylor Smith,
Had a vision.
had a vision. He saw God after inhaling lead.
After consuming lots and lots of mercury.
He was like, oh, fuck. my grandchild better be named Tyler.
And you know what? He was.
That would make Pappy proud. Tell your Kentucky story now. Now that we've done the introductions, like,
oh,
20
come on!
minutes into
That
the
explosive.
video.
What the heck?
I'm a gamer.
You are a gamer.
Um,
Okay, maybe no items after this, since it has not
Okay.
worked out for me.
all right, tell the Kentucky story before you
Okay.
get sidetracked again.
Okay, so,
Oh,
items.
I'm gonna let you get that.
Okay,
There
so,
you go.
Kentucky.
I shouldn't have let you get
Once
that.
upon a time, we planned a Kentucky trip to go across Kentucky. We had a ton of things. We were like, sweet, let's go to Kentucky, baby. Okay, again.
Did you have chicken?
Well, that's actually the first story.
Oh.
So, the first part of my trip was to go to the Holy Land. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
To get, well, because the original Kentucky Fried Chicken is obviously in Kentucky.
What?
And, I know. And also, there's like a museum there for the original KFC. So we were like, yes, let us go there to the Holy Land. And there's an important reason why I'm calling it the Holy Land that will come up later. Anyways, so we went
What
to
is this, KFC?
yes, KFC.
I mean, I meant to say Chick-fil-A. I
Oh, I
completely
get it.
butchered my
It's-
joke. I am. Can we
I
stop
thought-
the video?
I thought you were just asking.
Is this
I,
KFC?
I thought you were just clarifying
Wait,
what I was
mean
talking about.
KFC. You were getting.
What is this? Some kind of KFC?
You went to Kentucky and went to the chicken place known for being in Kentucky. What chicken place could possibly known for being in Kentucky? I wonder what fried chicken is in Kentucky currently.
Okay, so we finally get to KFC. We traveled to actually 2 days to get here. Like, because this was the first stop we really wanted to go to on our trip. So we like stayed at a hotel one day, and so this is the second day of the journey. We finally get to KFC, and we notice a big banner outside.
Oh.
And on that big banner, it says KFC currently closed so that we can like upgrade the museum.
The museum?
Yeah, well, because remember, there's a KFC museum, and so we pretty much could not go inside the building.
I mean, not with that attitude.
Well, legally not with any attitude. Luckily, though, the drive open, so we still were able to eat, but it was deeply upsetting. Anyways, the next holy place we went to was Noah's Ark.
Oh.
Because there's a big recreation of Noah's Ark called the Ark Encounter in Kentucky. That was supposed to be our last thing, but we were like, you know what, KFC was so disappointing, we're gonna go to Noah's Ark, and then leave Kentucky.
We're gonna go to Noah's Ark.
And that's how, like...
Ride that to Kentucky.
That is what the Kentucky trip entailed. So then we went to Noah's Ark. It was cool. It was a big boat.
I mean, that's what Noah's Ark was.
Yeah. I saw a skunk.
A big boat. Oh.
They had like a animal zoo outside the building with like a few animals.
You want to change it to no items?
Sure.
Okay.
And so we were just like looking at the animals, and my dad's like, "Hey, look, there's a skunk in there." And I'm like, "Dad, that is not in the cage." There's just a skunk outside, and I was like, "That's cool." And I realized that's probably the first time I've actually seen a skunk, so that's cool.
Immersive zoo where just all the animals are out.
From what I understand, we didn't do this because we didn't have enough time to like do much, because he got there like at nearly the end of the day, like right before he closed, pretty much.
Oh.
But there's apparently like a VR thing where you choose what animals you want to be.
Oh, I was just
and if too many people choose like the same animal or something, they die.
Oh, I was just thinking that like, the VR thing is that you get to witness the flood.
I mean, pretty much from what I understood, but obviously I didn't get to see it. So,
Wow,
so that
it sounds like you just had a bad time at Kentucky.
Hey, what happens in Kentucky happened in Kentucky.
It seemed like nothing happened in Kentucky.
Okay, so that was the second day. The third day, we were like, you know what? Let's go to Tennessee. We wanted to check out Gatlinburg. That was like one of the first places we came before thinking, let's go to Kentucky instead. Like, that was one of our first choices. So we started.
Then you realized Kentucky sucked. I'm upset.
So we started to head over there, and while we were on the way, we went through Nashville. So we were like, oh, let's get, I guess, Nashville hot chicken? Question mark?
Sure.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much how we phrased it. So we went to this place called Hattie B's, and so when they said, what spice level do you want? They had medium, so we all went for medium. Mm-hmm. What we didn't know is that, so the first spice is Southern, which isn't, like, they don't have any spice or something. It is that it is already spicy, and everything else is spicier. Oh. So medium was very spicy. As someone who likes spicy stuff, it was very much spicy. So
or maybe you're just a coward.
You're right. I am such a coward. I'm so sad.
Oh my god.
I'll be honest, some of those times I was trying to press other buttons than up B.
I mean, if it works, I guess.
Yeah. No!
That was...
There was just like a solid minute of me just not being sucked in, and I was like, sweet. Okay. So we had Nashville hot chicken.
It was hot.
And then
it was in Nashville.
I believe then...
I hope it was chicken.
I hope it was chicken too. I believe the next day we ended up in Gatlinburg. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
You just blacked out.
Hey, what happens in Gatlinburg stays in Gatlinburg.
Why? Oh.
Okay. So, we appeared at Gatlinburg.
You manifested.
It was very disappointing for the sole fact of they said, oh yeah,
I'm dead.
We have free breakfast. They did not have free breakfast. They advertised it, and it was a lie. It was disappointing to all involved.
Every party has suffered.
Pretty much.
God. There we go.
Okay. But anyways, we were like, let's explore Gatlinburg. It was very hot out. And we all had a very bad time.
Wow.
Because, well, again, it was hot out, and so we were like, oh, let's go here. And so we went to, like, the shopping thing, and you're like, oh, shopping, that sounds fun, even just looking at stuff and like walking. That's usually fun, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And you know what? There's like a
I'll
shop
agree,
everywhere. And
I guess.
Yeah, there's like a shop everywhere, and you're like, okay, that's fun. And so like I was really excited because I saw this shop and it had like a Buster sword, in like the
anime.
window. Yeah. And then it also had like the Master Sword and like a ton of like batarangs and stuff, and it was just like really cool because it was a ton of like iconic like film and video game weapons, and I was like, sweet. And so we went in there, but like everything was like $100, so we're like, no, we're not doing that.
If you spend $100 on a Master Sword, you better be able to limit break on it.
It was also a plastic one, so
Oh.
like,
I mean,
some of them were.
yeah.
Well, it's weird because there was like a mixture of plastic and metal stuff, and so like not everything was plastic, but not everything was metal. Well,
Come on. Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah,
I
baby.
hate life. It just killed me. I didn't even get sent
Yeah.
flying. Anyways,
Like, I didn't even need to go over there.
so we left that building and we're like, okay, that's cool. And then we saw like a couple of other buildings, like some like nail salon place. So we go like 5 feet, and I'm like, oh look, there's a cool place that has like a couple of video game weapons, and look, there's like a nail place, and it's like, interesting. But we just checked out the last one. We don't need to check the next one. We go 5 more feet. Oh look, there's a cool place selling like these weird video game weapons, and there's a nail place. And then I realized it's just the same stores over and over again.
Were you walking in a
No. We were going down a straight street.
Oh my god, it was just the same
Yeah.
thing over and
They
over
just
again.
like it was literally the same store, and I'm like, what the heck? And then also like the people there really sucked, like because obviously there are other tourists and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're the type of people who have like 5 people in their family, and so like because I'm with me and my brother and my dad, and so we're kind of like with 2 of us in front and then like me in the back, so then we can all like talk to each other while like moving but not being in everyone's way.
Yeah.
There was a family of 5 that went around us and then decided to make a straight line across the sidewalk.
Oh my god. They were like
and-
spread out formation.
And they went very slow.
Oh god.
And again, might I add that it was a very hot day.
Oh, come on.
Without much wind, and because also there's tons of tourists, so like that just makes it hotter.
No.
And so like, okay, let's just go in this alleyway. They'll all keep going, and we can explore this, which was cool because there was like a cookie dough shop, and I was like, oh, cookie dough,
Oh,
that
yeah.
sounds lovely. And there's like water, we can have that. What I didn't think is that, at least for me, whenever I have cookie dough and then I do something afterwards, it feels terrible. 'Cause- and so. We had we had the cookie dough, and we're like, okay, let's keep going. And after that, we all got very sick.
Oh. It just seems like you had a bad time.
Yeah, we decided to go back to the hotel for the day.
I'm about to do.
What are you? You about to go off the map?
No, I have a different strategy.
No. No.
I'm
What the heck
sorry.
just happened?
I think one of the water things pushed you.
Are you kidding me?
I think so.
Wait, are you kidding me? No.
I maybe. Oh, I'm dead. So continue. After the cookie dough. felt sick.
We ended up going back, but not before I got like a cool Pikachu plushie that was like, it was like Pikachu but in like a Luigi outfit, and I was like, that's cool. Probably not worth.
Luigi-chu.
I think it was like $40, so it was definitely not worth the price, but
Jesus.
it is cool looking. Okay,
If it-
why is this like thing so fast?
I don't know. I don't edit this.
No, no, I mean like.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
No.
Oh my god.
God, this map is terrible.
I mean, it's not the worst map.
I would say it is.
No, we all know that 75 meters is the worst. The Donkey Kong map.
I don't know. Well, because at least that one stays in place. Ah. Okay, so that's the end of the day. We just went back depressed, and then I read Full Metal Alchemist. So
Yeah. Finally.
yeah. Anyways. So the next day, we went out.
Oh.
Because again, remember
you
we
shouldn't
did.
be alive.
No!
I said you shouldn't be alive.
Dang it. Okay, so remember how I said we didn't get free breakfast?
Yeah.
So the next day we decided to go and have like this pancake place.
Mm.
I'm
kidding.
This little known pancake place.
This little mom and pop joint.
No. Yeah, I think it was just called Pancake House or something.
I was hoping it would just be called Pancake. Hey, you want to go to Pancake? Let's go to the food store.
So yeah, we went there. None of us had pancakes.
Okay.
We had, because they had all you could eat like biscuits and gravy. But it was sausage gravy, so I was like, ooh, that sounds good. So we had that. It was good. It was $30 on top of what we were already paying for the hotel, which was supposed to come with breakfast.
Which it didn't.
Exactly. My dad is very annoyed at that because the hotel, well, it was more expensive than it really should have been because of that breakfast.
Yeah.
So it didn't waste him $30. And then that was just one day of breakfast, so it was a bit annoying, but oh well.
Nothing you can do about it now, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we tried to do something about it while we were there, because, like, again, after the first day, we were like, I don't think we want to be in Gatlinburg.
I think we're just straight up having a bad time.
Yeah, so we tried to get out of there, but they wouldn't take a refund, so we're like, no, we're staying.
Oh, I thought you just said they wouldn't let you leave. You were, like, in a hostage situation in
like,
Gatlinburg.
if we can't get a refund, we're just gonna stay then. We'll find something to do for, like, a couple days.
Did you find something to do for a couple days?
Well, let me finish my freaking story and I'll tell you.
Well, I'm segueing to the next part.
Oh, well, good, then. I believe what we ended up doing is... Oh, God. No, yes!
Oh, my God. Okay.
What did we do that day? I think we went to a completely different place. I mean, we were still near Gatlinburg. Oh, we went to Pigeon Forge, which is nearby Gatlinburg, but is way cooler. Wait, no,
Wow.
Pigeon Forge is the next day. Sorry, my timeline is a bit weird, because I didn't think about this too much.
That's fine. Take your time.
No!
Oh, come on.
Take your time, is that a Persona reference?
Sure.
I don't know why, just how you said that. Just, sure.
Whatever. Oh, come on.
Haha!
Whatever makes you happy.
No! Okay, so,
Even the odds. Haha.
I believe we might have just stayed at the hotel all day, honestly. I think we, drove around, looked to see if there's anything else in Gatlinburg. There really wasn't. So we just kind of stayed in the hotel, and hung out at the pool type thing. And then went to bed. And that was our day. But
Sounds exciting.
yeah, but at the end of the day is when stuff happened, because we decided to check out the movie car museum, which is pretty much a museum, but with tons of movie cars. Like, they have the original Batman car, you know?
Okay. I was confused because, like, whenever you said movie car museum, like, there was two thoughts in my mind. One of them was, like, cars for movies, and the other one was that, like, you know, drive-in theaters?
Oh, I thought you were going to say the movie cars.
It's
a museum?
Cars? It's a museum!
Not Cars 2, just Cars 1.
Just cars. Just the entirety of cars. Like an entire Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, like an entire, like, just a drive-in theater.
I believe there was one, but it was like a couple of days before we arrived.
Epic.
Gamer.
Minecraft, am I right?
Okay, so we checked out the car museum, which was cool because it had like the Adam West Batman mobile, Batmobile, and then it also had like the Batmobile from
Dark Knight Rises?
No, the only other Batman thing, like live action that I can think of.
Oh, you mean the
very campy ones.
Oh god, I'm trying to think.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah,
Michael Keaton.
The Michael Keaton. Those movies, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we checked out that, and that was really cool.
What the dog doing?
And I think the coolest thing was like they had like a ton of Batman gadgets and stuff.
Yeah.
Like with the Michael Keaton one, like they had a ton of his gadgets, and that was cool. Specifically because, well, actually no, the one thing that was uncool about it was was that they didn't have the Bat credit card, and I was so disappointed.
Do they have the shark repellent?
No, they didn't have the Adam West one, so that was also...
Oh, come on.
That would have been really cool if they... oh, that was unfortunate. Which direction I went flying into.
We both... It's fine.
Well, good for you to say.
We both suffered. What's new?
I just want to be mining, man.
Oh, you know
You wanted to attack a miner. Okay, I can't jump.
There you go.
That wasn't my intention!
I mean, I asked you to fight me.
I'm not even pressing the buttons.
Love
I
Joy-Cons.
can't go up!
Love Joy-Cons. Oh
Yes!
my god.
Okay, what was I saying? I went to the car
museum.
museum. It was pretty cool. There's
Next
like
day.
a movie in there talking about how they got like a ton of cars, like, because they also had like Michael Jackson's car or something. It is a pretty cool museum. Okay, so
Epic.
went to the car museum. It was pretty cool. So the end of that day, we decided to go and check out Five Guys. Because there's a Five Guys there, and we're like, hey, we never had Five Guys before, and every
Really?
other dinner place is completely, like, sold out. So we're like, let's go to Five Guys.
You've never had Five Guys before?
No. We were going to go to Dick's, but we're like, oh no, I think Five Guys would be more enjoyable.
Five Guys or Dick's?
Yeah.
Which one do I want today?
Do you know what Dick's is?
No. Besides sporting goods, no.
No.
Let's go eat at the Dick's Sporting Goods.
It's
Heard
pretty much
their
like
basketballs
it's pretty
are
much
in
a food
flavor
place
this
where they
season.
like make fun of you. That's kind of the whole thing.
Oh really?
Yeah. We were thinking of going there like this whole time, but we definitely didn't want to do it that first day. Because
you already just had a bad time.
Pretty much.
You didn't want to be made fun of after you've already
But
had
instead, I
time.
guess I didn't say this, but instead for the first day we went to this place called Mellow Mushroom.
Oh my god, I love mellow mushroom.
Yeah, it was good. I had chicken.
I had
Pizza.
that.
What can I just say?
I had that for my birthday dinner actually.
Oh.
Like I really like mellow mushroom.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. By the way, I should also say they had like an outside like country thing, and my god, was it terrible.
Oh.
My brother had to use the bathroom, so me and my dad were just kind of like standing outside, at that country thing, and it was very bad. Like it was just.
I'm gonna play
boring.
Hero.
Eh.
There we go.
I'll join in on that.
I haven't
But
played Hero in a bit.
Anyway, so we went to Five Guys, and we get hot dogs, all of us, and it's pretty good.
Hot dogs. You didn't get burgers and or fries.
But I will. Well, we did get fries as well. But I gotta say the weird thing about this is the group that was sitting next to us. Well, I say group, but it was more like 3 groups that I'm guessing the most likely came with each other, saying that I'm gonna just.
Jesus,
I can only.
Jeez, oh come on!
I can only guess like what they were. So I just from what I understand, they looked like a ton of Amish people.
Okay.
As in like that's the best way I can describe who was sitting next to us in this place, you know?
Sure.
They had the beard, the top hat. The women were all like wearing bonnets. And they all looked like the same family as well. Like it was one dad who had 2 sons, and all of them had the same really dumb bowl haircut.
Insulting the Amish.
Okay,
now,
no, I'm
Carson.
insulting their bowl haircuts.
Oh, okay.
You would understand if you were there.
Had to be there.
Yeah. No. But it was just a really bad haircut, and they just all had it. And by the way, this was 3 families who all had one father and 2 children who all had the same haircut and the same clothing. And they had their I'm guessing grandpa with them, or grandfather with them.
Who knows with those Amish folk?
Which again, all 3 of them had a really older dude with a beard with them. So and then they all had a mother person, I'm guessing.
Mother person.
It's a weird way to put it.
Yeah.
Who was had a bonnet and stuff, and I was like, what the heck is going? Why are
5
these people here? And just why?
I want to see the Amish endorse Five Guys now. I want to see a TV advertisement for Five Guys where it's just an entire Amish family being like, we don't like technology,
Yeah,
but
well,
you know what we do love? Jesus and Five Guys.
Yeah, it was just such a weird thing. just in general, like especially because we were like in the center of Gatlinburg, like this was where like everything else was, like all the food places. I was like, what? Like it's not like oh they came here from like somewhere.
Epic.
God, it was just a weird sight, and I just wanted to share that story. And that was the end of the day. We went to the pool, hung out, and that was the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And then the next day, as I hinted at earlier, we went to Pigeon Forge.
Ooh.
Which
Did
I
you
will
forge for pigeons.
Yeah.
Hunt.
It was a ginormous forest. To be fair, there was a ton of pigeons in Gatlinburg. I remember I just saw like a man just sitting in the middle of pigeons that was like all on the sidewalk, in the middle of the road. It was insane.
I just imagine a man being carried like by pigeons. Like a ray of sunshine is like beaming down on him as he's being carried across the street by pigeons.
I would not be surprised. He looked like he was in his element there with the pigeons.
He was in his I mean, you know what? Whatever makes a man happy. Sometimes all you need is a good pigeon. So what did you do at a pigeon place?
Okay, so we checked out this like.
Are you kidding? Oh my god.
We found this like fantasy golf place, and it was really cool because it was mini golf, I should say.
Yeah.
And so there's like two. Like it looked really cool, and there's two options. We could either go on the more like it had like dinosaurs and stuff one, or the more fantasy one. But the fantasy one was flatter. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go on the fantasy one. It's just like Earth, right? You know.
Sure.
Flat. No.
Okay.
No. Okay, so to be fair, he didn't really say it was more fantasy. He just said it was a mermaid, where the other one he said dinosaurs. So I was like, that's probably more fantasy. I probably should have paid more attention. Because it had barely any like statues or anything like the other one did. Like I'm not even sure what the heck he was talking about when he said mermaid, because I did not see one.
I saw no actual mermaids.
Well, no, because I was like assuming like there would be statues and stuff, and also like as he said, it was a more flat course, which made it really.
It was a more flat curve.
Yeah, it was more flat of like a course.
Oh my god! Jesus.
And so it was just way less interesting.
So,
so that was kind of like it was fun, but like it was kind of disappointing because like we're never gonna go there again, and I really wanted to see the other course.
Yeah, maybe one day. I mean,
I hate this. Okay, so
did it drift?
But then we had the best part of the trip. Do you know Magi Quest?
Do I know what?
Magi Quest? No, you
Magic Quest?
Magi Quest.
I don't think so.
Okay. Have you ever been to a Great Wolf Lodge?
Oh my god, you're talking
about... Yeah, we went to the last one that isn't in a Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh my god, okay.
It's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
I was like, there is no fucking way he's talking about the shit that's in Great Wolf Lodge. I was like, there's no way the best part of his trip was some, like...
It was... What? Do you not like it?
It was... Okay, maybe it was just because I had a bad experience because I had to babysit 5 of my little cousins running through a Great Wolf Lodge trying to explore magic. It was fine.
It's kind of...
They have such extreme prices on those wands.
Oh, yeah, no,
though.
like...
Well, oh my god.
Yeah, we did not buy wands, but if you rent one, it was like only like $16.
Oh yeah, like getting a normal one, like I still have one. I don't think I should, but I do.
It wasn't like the height of the trip, but it was really fun. Just because we were just kind of goofing around, just exploring this place, and I think the one set up there is really cool, and it's just like a ton of fetch quests. So
yeah.
And
you just go across the entire place and just get stuff.
But I don't know why. But that was just a lot of fun to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it was like kind of like themed like a video game, you know?
Yeah,
I will say the worst part about it is we tried to do okay, there were 2 really annoying quests we had to do. So we wanted to do this thing called... So how it works is you get spells, and then once you get like a certain amount of spells, you can take on like an adventure. And so getting the spells is called a quest. So most of them were fun.
Most...
But there's one quest, the portal quest, which you need to get the Princess Goblin adventure, I think is what it's called. And so, one of the things you have to do in the portal quest is you have to. So it starts out, and you have to use your. By the way, so just in case you don't know what Magic Quest is, you pretty much like flick a wand at like stuff, and it like activates stuff, and it's kind of cool.
It's basically around an
go.
area, there will be like screens and like things with sensors in them, and the wand is like, it's kind of like a Wii remote. It has like a little sensor in it too. So like whenever you flick the wand at whatever the thing has a sensor, it will activate and just trigger something. And sometimes they have little LED screens that like tells you what's going on.
Yeah. And so like you have to like pretty much like point your wand at it and it will activate type thing. So like, and this was probably the funniest thing is that like when we first got our wands, they're like, hey, keep your wand pointed down. I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's just,
Keep your wands.
Yeah.
Put your wand behind your back.
I don't know. It's just like because that's like the same thing they tell you with like scissors.
Yeah.
And it just makes me think that it's just like some weird like
Those
like
wands
don't
are deadly.
Yeah, pretty much.
You might accidentally cast.
Well, yeah, because they don't want you accidentally like setting off stuff. Which, to be fair, like we did
that
a
makes
lot.
sense.
But it's just funny that how they said
they
it.
phrased it.
Also, the people working there were like all dressed up in like one was like an elf, like one was like some kind of adventurer type thing, and so that was kind of weird.
Oh, that's.
Which
that
is
seems
funny
cool.
because there was some person who was sitting down that were like, oh, they're all dressed up. They must work here. They didn't. They just were sitting there for like the whole hour we were there. And
Out of boredom?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not only that, but they were also completely like dressed up like in full like wizard gear.
Oh.
And they just did not work there.
Oh, I was just about to say, because like I was about to make a joke. It's like, oh, all the employees dress up as wizards. When I win, they just dressed up as Great Wolf Lodge employees.
Yeah. So anyways, so the portal quest, how it starts is like there's like stars scattered around, and so you have to like point your wand at them, activate 5 of them, and then boom, you go on to the next quest. Is what we thought. What it really is there's one big star in like the hub room that you have to point at 5 times, and it has a long animation, and so you point it once, animation goes off, it's glowing, blah blah blah. You have to point at it again.
Long
and
animation.
then, yeah, and the worst part is that there was a line forming. And
Oh my
no,
God.
that's not the worst part. So the quest starts with that and ends with that. So you have to do that twice. So you have to do it 10 times. And you have to do it in order as well. So you can't like just do it 10 times when no one's there.
Plus, I
You have
imagine some people in the back would be like flicking at it too, right?
Yeah. No, luckily they like it was like a father and son who was like there as well, and they were like nice enough to like do this in turns. Well, also because
Okay.
it was me and my brother who were both doing this.
Yeah.
So not only did we have to do it 10 times for one of us.
20 times
Yeah.
in total because it's both of you.
Yeah. And so like my brother went, and then the father and kid went, and then I went type thing. Pretty much we did Magic Quest. Oh, let me finish, I guess.
Yeah.
So we had to do that like 10 times, and then there's also other stuff we had to do in the
Yeah.
quest, and it was kind of annoying, but oh well. And so then now that we have Portal, we can go on to do the Princess and Goblin quest. Isn't that fun? You get to fight a goblin.
Wow.
But you see, sorry, I just need to let me explain what the Princess and Goblin
Oh no,
quest
he
is.
put his controllers down. This is focus.
So, the princess is Jules have been kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
Not the princess. She's fine.
Okay, the princess. You mean stolen?
They have been kidnapped.
I don't think you can.
They've
kidnap,
been stolen. Fine.
I don't think you can kidnap items.
So first, we have to make our way into the goblin's like den, which was most definitely we weren't supposed to be in yet.
Oh.
But I guess the door was broken, so they left it permanently open.
I just imagine there was like more people dressed up as goblins and just like jumped you.
I wish that'd be more fun than this.
To actually fight them.
Yeah. Okay. So the door was left open because I'm guessing like the door was broken, but it's kind of cool because those are like secret doors that you need to get a key for.
Yeah.
And I found that really interesting. Though I feel like it automatically closes after a certain time, which is terrifying to think about. But anyways,
Trapped.
so the door was open, so we didn't even have to find the key. Though I think I found the key later, but we didn't need it,
Whatever.
so oh well.
Yeah.
So we went in, and so there's a guard there. We have to distract the guard so we can talk to the Goblin King. So my brother went
Seduce.
first, and so you have to do like a specific order, which it tells you in the book, but it's just kind of weird. So first you have to mess with the light, then you have to open the door to the Goblin King. He's like, hey, you're not going in there, and then you have to distract him with like the distract spell, and then you can go into the Goblin's lair and talk to the Goblin King. And so you do that. It's like kind of a long animation, but it's fine. And so you talk to the Goblin King, and it's like, okay, you have to defeat him in a lightning duel. And you're like, sweet, okay.
epic.
How does that work? Because I don't know. You have to hit him 5 times as well. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Like, if it's like you have to wait for a certain frame to like attack or something. It just happened. Originally, because it was my brother going first, my brother lost. Because like there wasn't like it didn't really explain how duels work.
They were just like, hey, fight. Okay.
Pretty much. And also the Goblin King does more damage to you than you do to him.
Oh.
And also like he can attack you even when he's in like a frame where like, because also like sometimes you attack and he dodges, and so he can attack you in one of his dodge animations, and it's just so dumb. So my brother lost, and we're like, okay, well let's just like have him fight again. No. That'd be too easy. Because once you lose to the Goblin King, the Goblin Guard returns. By the way, the Goblin King has like a whole speech before his fight. So we saw that and we're like, oh no. So then I had to go, and so I had to do all that again, wait like 10 minutes just to get back in here. By the way, we're on like a 2-hour time limit, which this has been like really close to like the last part. And so then I fight the Goblin King. Because I'm an epic gamer, I beat it first try, you know.
Epic.
We defeated the Goblin King, and he's like, fine, I'll tell you where the princess's jewels are. I've scattered them around the forest.
Oh my god.
So we had to go find them, and it's not very obvious, like, it's not like, oh, because everything else in the book is like, oh yeah, this is where this is where this is.
Just look for them.
Yeah, it just says, oh, and like, at the very least, gives you like, usually gives you like, all the different options or something. But this one was just put in one blurb that just said it all at once. And I assumed we had to like find 5 things, but it turns out we had to find 6 things, and it was all confusing. But at the end, we thought we got everything, so we're like, okay, let's go finish the quest. It didn't finish, and we're like, what? That shouldn't be happening. So we went back to like the terminal and the hub, and we checked everything, and so it said we were missing one thing, the tiara, and we we're like, what the heck is this tiara? So like we went all around this forest again, nothing. Like we literally tried everything we could in this forest, nothing happened. We then went back to the Goblin thing, explored. There's like this weird mirror room, but it just didn't have anything in it. And so I'm just like, what the heck? And like there's this chest we opened, and it had like a crown on it. It opens. It's not the tiara. It's something for a different quest, so it doesn't give us anything.
Okay.
It's just like, hey, you get 50 gold for finding this chest, but it doesn't give us the tiara. So I'm like, okay, I'm stumped. Let's go ask someone. So the first person we asked was the person we're like, oh, this person must work here. They're all like dressed up as a wizard.
Yeah.
And they just didn't work there. They're just like, I don't know. And I'm like, why are you here? And so eventually I went and found an elf person, who was like, oh yes, to answer your question, you may find what you seeketh in the Goblin King's mirror. And I'm like, okay. So I went back to the Goblin King room. I'm kind of dumb, so I was like, okay, mirror. Why I can't like see myself in anything. I don't think there's a mirror here. So I was like, okay. Oh, mirror. Let's check out the mirror room. There's nothing there. I was like, okay, I'm going to have to check again. So I go back and they're like, yeah, it's in the Goblin room mirror. Look in the mirror. And I was like, fine, I'll look in the mirror. God. And so I finally go to the mirror. Like, and also I have my brother and dad, like, searching around the entire, like, building to find whatever they're looking for. And I finally noticed there was one small red dot that goes in and out. Which, by the way, if you're in a mirror, you probably won't see because your body will be blocking it. That you're supposed to see in one of the mirrors, because like either you look at this mirror and you see a red dot behind you somehow, but you'll probably be in the way of it so you won't see it, or you're looking at the mirror with the red dot, and you're supposed to know the point of that, and boom, you got the tiara. Why didn't you notice the big, the not even big, the small red dot? Well, that's the Princess Goblin story.
That's epic.
Yeah,
That was
the last thing we
did.
did.
Jewels?
Yeah, we did.
Did you
return them?
All right, so that's the. So how overall would you rate your trip?
7.5 out of 10. Too much water.
Too much crows.
I would say just 7 out of 10. It was good. It was fun. I don't think the story was very good, and the characters, they were okay.
Honestly,
like
the protagonists, they were a bit plain.
I think my favorite characters were definitely like those like the Amish people that showed up during the Five Guys arc.
Oh, the Five Guys arc, bro. That was my favorite arc.
Yeah, like honestly, I feel like it. I think it's a must-watch. Like
honestly, I feel like the Dragon Quest arc really dragged on for too long.
Oh no, we never got to the dragon.
Or the Dragon Quest or whatever.
Magic Quest.
Magic Quest.
Yeah.
That really dragged on.
And it feels like it didn't have the payoff of actually doing the dragon fight, the cool stuff.
I do like how it set up the Goblin King to be a really menacing threat with like the first battle, but then he just kind of seemed like a joke after the second one.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean he got beaten twice.
Yeah, just
and they really like there's too much filler in the get the Princess's Jewels like part of the arc.
Yeah, just really overall, I'd say like maybe skip some of the chapters. The anime is much more concise.
This is so dumb. I was thinking the other way around, but oh well. Yeah, but I think it was fun, mainly just because I was hanging out with family.
Your family, yeah.
And family's everything.
Family.
Yeah, I have not seen any. Dang it, I have not seen any Fast and Furious movies. So as much as I wish I could make like a funny haha family quote, I have not actually seen the movies.
What, you went to the Cars Museum and you didn't see anything from
No, they did have Fast
okay,
and Furious stuff. I just didn't know what it was because I have not seen the movies.
Okay, I was about to say, if they didn't have anything from Fast and Furious at the
No, they had
Cars
like
Museum,
they had like a huge like
I think you're dead.
They had like a huge like part of the museum. Like the last part was just Fast and Furious. So that was the Kentucky trip, where most of it was spent in Tennessee. I'm trying to think if there's anything we did on like the way out, but I don't think we did. I think we just hung out and I finished Full Metal Alchemist. Oh yeah, no, we went to a Great Mass General Store, I think, in which we didn't get anything. Like we wanted candy and stuff, but the candy was way too expensive. So then we went to a hat shop and my brother has a cowboy hat.
Epic. Is that what I saw yesterday?
Yep.
Okay.
I probably will hopefully put a picture in for reference.
Yeah.
Or I'll forget. Or it will just be a random cowboy hat.
Just cowboy hat to JPEG.
The
It's like one of those fake JPEGs where it still has like the transparent background in the back. So is that the end of this episode? Now that we finish our Kentucky story?
well,
I say our Kentucky story. Your Kentucky story.
after I finish the Kentucky
Arc.
tangent,
Uh-huh.
I feel like it should be more to the episode than the
mean-
Kentucky story.
Huh.
But maybe we could get 2 episodes, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I
You have a story?
I could tell you about one of my other vacations. I have like 3 vacations I could talk about.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to hear about the beach, Florida, or Missouri?
Okay, explain this to me as an anime. What would those be sequels to each other, different arcs in the anime, or?
They're just like, imagine 3 different things.
Okay, 3 different animes. Okay.
Yeah, just like they're completely disconnected. I don't know which one to
Well,
start
like,
with.
which one? Okay, so which one is the
I feel like the least
worst,
interesting
yeah.
is probably Missouri, because I just had a fine time at Missouri. Believe it or
I'm
not.
joking. Sorry, I just noticed that.
Persona.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me about Missouri then.
Um,
Surprisingly, since everyone was like, all the Reddit people you were telling me said it was bad. Was that an episode or before the episode? I don't even remember. It's been so long.
No, this was during.
Okay.
This was during.
Cool. So we can tie back into the beginning of that
Oh,
episode.
wow.
Ish. Tell me about Missouri.
So, my sister lives in Missouri, and I went to go visit her.
Wow, way to dox your sister.
You guys know where my sister lives now. No, she lives in Missouri. I'm not gonna say where, so you can't find her, unless you're just no, I guess. But oh, I'm trying to think. So, not really much happened. Honestly, that's why.
Why was this one of the trip stories?
Well, I just mostly
nothing happened.
Mostly, I had White Castle for the first time. It was pretty decent. It wasn't great. It was fine. We also... No, that was during the Florida trip. I'm trying to remember. I feel like
I hate slice of life.
I'm really trying to think. I thought I had something interesting in Missouri. No, nothing interesting happened in Missouri. So I guess I'll just move on to Florida. Florida is the second most interesting. So, my grandparents moved to Florida.
No.
Somewhat recently. And
Wow, and how we know where your grandparents live.
Docs! No, so I went to Florida basically just to help them move in. And I had to do a lot of, I'm trying to think of the word for it. Landscaping? Basically, well, not, I don't know if landscaping is a word.
Yeah, it is, but like, I'm guessing that is the word that you meant. It was just Well, okay, so what did you do?
I moved rocks.
Yeah, that would be landscaping.
I basically they had a decorative rocks. They had like in their entire front porch was decorative rocks. I filled wheelbarrows and moved wheelbarrows full of decorative rocks in the hot Florida humid heat. What are you doing? Oh, the fun wheel.
The fun wheel.
God.
Wait, is the song of this is Gamer?
Yes, it's called Gamer.
What's the best one for this one? Have you determined?
Basically anyone who can fly. So I did that, and then basically
They really made you work, huh?
oh yeah. And the worst part is that, like I said, it was in Florida. And if anyone knows Florida, it's hot in Florida.
No, not even the heat of Florida. It's just because it was in Florida.
God. But, so basically, I finished moving all the decorative rocks. That should be it, right? No. I then had to put red mulch
No.
where the decorative rocks were. And then after I put the red mulch down, I then put back the decorative rocks in the spaces where the red mulch wasn't. It ended up looking nice, and then I had to outline the bricks, I had to outline the decorative rocks with bricks that were then outlined by red mulch.
Sorry,
So it was red mulch in the inside, followed up by decorative rocks, followed by bricks. And that's what I did in Florida.
Wow. Did your family help at all?
No, it was just me. No, but my grandparents did help.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you meant like my. Like,
yeah, no,
my
I didn't mean
grandparents
you.
did help.
They did
Like,
help.
Yeah, they did help.
Okay.
Like I wasn't
thought
just left.
Yeah.
I wasn't just left to
the
do
sound
it.
of it really did sound like you were just abandoned
I
to
mean,
do this.
I did most of it, of course, because they're old.
Yeah.
Like I don't expect them to do all
Clearly,
the hard stuff.
you're very strong.
Like I don't blame
Yeah.
them for not doing a lot.
Yeah. It's just
I'm not mad.
It's just really funny how much the thing was sticked on you.
Yeah.
God,
but,
wait. So I just want to clarify. So the name of the song is Gamer, right?
Yes.
Why is it so menacing?
It's WarioWare. Remember,
Oh.
like the one where he has to hide the game from his mom, and that's when his mom looks in. It's like, oh god, is mom gonna watch me game? Anything but that. So,
I mean, okay. Continue your story though.
So that was the work part of Florida.
Oh, the work arc.
Yeah, so basically I was in Florida for all of summer, and I finished working after like 2 or 3 weeks. Basically, I was alone with my grandparents, and then after I helped them move in, a while later, my brother and my mom came over too. And so then it was my brother, my mom, my grandparents, and me in Florida.
Hey. Did you go to Disney?
No. That was like one of the only things we didn't do. But since we did a lot of fun things. So there's this like red train that basically just drives you around Florida, basically showing you all the sights. And basically we saw like castles, like old castles since
Florida?
yeah.
Huh.
Like because Florida was like one of the first like American colonies, not American, but like one of these lands that was discovered. I think they said the Spanish, really.
Wait, quick. Which I remember
know.
one of them being like, I don't think it was Florida, but I remember one of them being like kind of where they sent prisoners to like watch like their guard from Spain or something. But I think Florida, I'm guessing, was owned by Spain.
I think so. I think it was Spain.
Yeah.
I think I could just be completely misremembering it, which is very likely. So if there's any like historians out there that's like, that is not what happened whatsoever.
I feel like at this point, if like there's like a famous historian watching, I think they gave up during the.
They gave up during the Magic Quest arc.
Yeah. They didn't watch to season 2.
Oh man.
I really love this this whatever this is. Just the metaphor here.
Okay, so there was also the Was it Ripley Scott's Believe It or Not?
Oh yeah, that was in Gatlinburg. We didn't go to a single one of them.
Oh,
Like that's pretty much what Gatlinburg is famous for.
Yeah, I went to the Ripley Believe It or Not museum, and that was really fun actually. I went there like 3 times. Basically, the first time with my grandparents, the second time with my mom and my brother, and the third time I'll get to later.
Oh god.
So
The third time was the incident.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And, I mean, no. And there was also a, no, I'll get to that when I get to it. There was a, like, entire strip, like, of stores. Basically left to right. You just walk down this, like, very long strip of just stores. And it's really cool going down there. Because there's, like, restaurants, there's, like, ice cream.
Did I mention that one of the hotels I was in during the Kentucky trip was next to a nightclub?
No, you didn't. Oh, that reminded me. The interesting thing I remembered because because I saw a nightclub on the way to Missouri. The interesting thing about Missouri is that the drive to Missouri was very long. We saw some cool things, and during one of the locations that we went to was the worst thing I have ever smelled in my entire life. I don't know exactly where it was, but it was genuinely the worst thing I'd ever smelled in my entire life.
Do you know what it was?
Apparently, like, my mom
Maybe that's why
Googled it
people
on the
hate
drive.
Missouri.
It wasn't at Missouri yet, I don't think. I think we were still...
You just reminded me of a fun driving story to tell, but about Gatlinburg.
Let
but
me
I'll
finish
wait.
my Missouri.
I'll wait till you finish your misery.
Yeah, so... It was the worst thing I'd ever smelled. Like, ever. I've smelled some bad things.
I don't know just how you said that. Just I smelled some bad things.
You don't want to know, man. But like, I can't even like I don't even know how to like exactly describe how awful it was because it was awful. Like I feel like I'm not giving it justice. It made me tear up. Like I started crying by how bad it smelled in my nostrils. It brought me discomfort. Everyone had an awful time. It was the worst thing.
Yeah, I don't understand why people don't like Missouri.
I think, like, my mom Googled it. I think there was, like, a shore of dead fish somewhere.
What?
That, like, the stench of the dead fish, like, reeked across the city.
I'm not sure if this is, like, anything to do with that, but I know that, there's, like, this one, like, I think Detroit or something. No, wait, no, it's not Detroit.
Detroit Become Human, haha.
No, but there's like a city that has like a pond, a river. But the problem is that the river is so like polluted that fish die in it, pretty much, or something like that. Like fish just
you give up.
There's no like fish or something like that. It's just no, the river is so polluted that it burns.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
There we go.
Anyways. Continue your story.
That's basically the interesting thing about Missouri that I remember.
Smelled bad.
It smelled awful.
Yeah, I don't understand why so many like other states just smell terrible. Or at least every time I go on vacation, it feels like we go at least through one of them. You know?
Also, the reason that I remembered nightclub because of that is because while we were driving to Missouri, I saw a big store called Scarlett's, and my niece is called Scarlett. I was like, oh look, it's like my niece, and they're like, that's a nightclub. I was like, oh, I don't want to associate my niece to that anymore. That's unfortunate. So
it's just, it's like my niece.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's Scarlett, my niece, and it was a nightclub. So, I did not like that.
Okay. So, cause I didn't think about the drive until you mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently Tennessee has like 2 of the worst roads. Well, not, okay. The first one wasn't too bad. It was just really dark at night, and it was just a road that was like in the middle of nowhere.
Oh.
But the second one was a 2-lane road with only 1 lane. There was there was 2 lanes, as in cars would go this way and cars would come this way.
Yeah.
But it was clearly not supposed to be 2 lane. Like literally, our car was the entire lane.
Oh my god.
So if we ever had to deal with like another car, that would have been bad. Luckily, we had someone in front of us, so if another car was coming, they'd get hit. Smart moves.
That's epic.
Which did actually happen. They did get hit.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was about to say, you really caught me off guard. If they got hit, which would be ridiculous, it would be them. Also, they got hit.
No. They like stopped randomly, and so we're like, whoa, what the heck's going on? And then turned out another car was coming this way, so they had to stop and then get onto the side of the road so that car could go by. Yeah, it was a very dumb road.
Oh my god. Okay, back to Florida.
Yeah. Anyways, back to your story.
So,
I just thought that.
So I explored Florida. I saw a bunch of things. I just hung out with family. I also planted a coconut tree in Florida. It died. It died apparently like last month.
Oh no.
So when I go back to Florida eventually, I'm gonna replant another one.
I thought you were just gonna say I'm gonna weep.
I also helped my grandfather plant a bunch of other things because he wants to get into like growing fruit, kind of. I had a decent time in Florida.
Yeah.
Then, the thing that I didn't like happened, where I have a.
Uh-oh.
So you remember earlier how I said how I had to watch my cousins at Great Wolf Lodge? Well,
Yeah.
now I had to watch my cousins in Florida.
Oh god.
So
Like the entirety of Florida?
4 of my cousins, ranging from ages 12.
What?
I don't know.
I did not. I was going up. I don't know what just happened there. Okay.
So my cousins ranging age, I think 13 actually. 13 to 7 or 6. So they're children. They're also immature.
And you have to watch them in the entire state of Florida.
Yeah, they just ran across Florida. They scattered.
Hey, that's what I hear.
I had to search across Florida. No, so basically, instead of just relaxing in Florida, I had to babysit them while everyone else
got to relax.
Yeah. So that wasn't fun.
I realize I've been up to the mic this whole time.
But we also did some fun things. Some notable things. There was one day where we just ran across the entire state of Florida, the city. And, some things that we did, we went to the chocolate museum. It was I can't remember I'm not even gonna try.
Willy Wonka's?
No, Guadar.
I did also I guess this is the vacation story episode. Because I just realized I had another vacation story to tell.
Godiva, I think it is. I'm probably saying that wrong. Is that it? Yeah. I think it was the Godiva.
Godiva chocolate?
Yeah, the Godiva Chocolate Museum. Chocolate Factory. I don't know why I'm saying museum. I'm thinking of the card museum.
Sorry.
That's fine. But,
it was a great arc to the show.
It was. It was probably my favorite. At least.
Like, I was not interested in cars before, but, like, they really made it interesting.
Lightning McQueen really had it. That was fun. I ate fudge there. They have really good fudge. We went back to Ripley's, believe it or not, to go with my cousins, which was the weird thing. And if you know anything about children, they are amazed by anything. And if you know anything about Ripley's, believe it or not, they have some of the weirdest shit there. So, imagine a bunch of 3-year-olds being like, what the fuck is this? That guy's tall. Oh my god. That's a sunken head. Ew, I'm gonna cry. Like,
did someone actually cry?
No, but they freaked out about almost everything.
Yeah.
So, I was like, oh, that's...
You said, I was like, ooh.
Ooh, freaking out. Little did you know, I played Little Mac in Smash 4, so...
What does that mean?
I played Little Mac in Smash 4.
I'm so sorry for you. You played Smash 4. No. I don't know people's opinions on any of the Smash games besides Brawl, which is apparently the worst.
People love
one I
Melee.
like.
People are indifferent about 64. People are okay with...
Sorry.
People are okay with 4, and people like this one, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I I don't think anyone dislikes a Smash game besides... Brawl is a love or hate.
And most people seem to hate.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Unless, like, it's, like, the one you grew up on, and then you're like, ooh, yeah.
But my favorite thing that we did at Florida was when it was just me and my mom, and we walked down the strip I mentioned earlier.
Ow. Yeah?
Like, we just spent the entire day just walking down the strip, just walking into any store that seemed interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't really buy much. I know, oh my god, they have an incredible Mexican restaurant called Burrito Works. When I go back to Florida, I want to go back to Burrito Works because that was delicious. We had ice cream. I think we went and got fudge again. We just shopped. We ate at another restaurant later. I think we almost went to the Torture Museum, but we didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, they have
We were gonna check out, like, a crime museum at some point, because there's one in Pigeon Forge, but we ended up not going just because we didn't have enough time, and we're like, eh.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the Torture Museum, but believe it or not, my mother and most of my other family members don't enjoy seeing torture.
Yeah, what are they, freaks? Okay, so, yeah, you hate your family. I get that now. So,
yeah,
continue.
I'm despised. No, I love them.
Yeah, I get ya.
But it's overwhelming being with them for long periods of time, I guess is the best way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we left Florida, and I went back home, and it was so good to not be in Florida, because... Oh, another thing about Florida. I wonder how many times I've said Florida this episode.
I wonder how many times you said another thing about Florida.
Is, from what happened while I was there, at least once a day, there will be, 5 minutes of the most extreme rain you'll ever see, followed by incredibly, clear skies. It is, something I've never seen before. I also saw flamingos in Florida. That was neat. But back to the rain. It is some of the most extreme rain I'd ever seen. Something you would probably get a warning for. but then they do that. I remember my grandfather, when the rain started, I think we almost lost power. What he
I thought
did,
you said we almost lost my
we
grandfather.
almost lost my grandfather. No. We went,
That's not funny.
and he went to the garage, and he sat down a lawn chair and opened the garage door and just watched the rain. And it was flooding. It was starting to come into the garage a little bit. It was so much rain. And then 5 minutes later, you could just go out and have a nice walk. Florida's something else, man. Oh Jesus! And there's also frogs, and we also went to the alligator museum, or alligator zoo. I also tried alligator for the first time. It's fine.
You slayed the alligator with your own hands.
I'm probably not gonna have alligator again, but it was fine. Florida has some pretty good seafood, even though I don't quite like seafood that much. I could still enjoy it because, it was fresh, because it's a port city.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a generally good time at Florida when I wasn't with my cousins.
Oh.
But I had fun with my cousins too.
Yeah.
I'm
covering your butt now.
yeah. I'm playing it up for comedy.
What the heck was that?
I dodged.
Yeah.
Silly
I
goose.
get ya.
I'm playing it up for comedy, is what I'm going to say, so that if they see this, they don't feel insulted.
Yeah, I get ya.
Yeah. hope I don't seem like an asshole now. Like, I'm afraid I went too hard on the don't like my cousins thing. No, I love them.
Sorry, is that a Buster? No, that isn't. I thought that was like the
That's
Buster
the
sword in
giant
the back
Buster
of-
sword
Yeah,
right here.
just duct tape.
Sephiroth.
I
I will never be just one franchise.
Ah! No! Okay. Anything else about Florida?
I'm trying to remember. No, I had a good time at Florida. Oh yeah, the Ghost Museum, or not Ghost Museum, the Ghost Tour. So, like I said before, they have like little buses that go around and like give you a tour of like the city, which I'm not disclosing so you don't dox my grandparents.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
They probably couldn't, but you know, whatever.
Well, I would not have guessed it was your grandparents, but now that I do, I'll find them.
I will find them. So they have the regular tours, and then at night they have ghost tours, which are they go to haunted quotation mark locations and find ghosts. And at the Ripley's Museum,
There was a ghost!
at the Ripley's Museum, apparently it used to be like
Oh wait, no, that genuinely is what happened. Okay.
it used to be a hotel before it was the museum, and apparently some guy went into the hotel and then someone else died, and there was also apparently
Unrelated incident.
and then there was also a fire there which killed more people, so it just seemed like a bad place to be. So yeah, there was like, oh, there's ghosts at the Ripley's Museum, and they were like, hey, take out your phones and like just take pictures, hoping to find ghosts. And here were some pictures of ghosts that they had, and it was fake. They had very
What?
fake pictures of ghosts.
No.
It was fun. It was silly but fun, which is how I would basically describe most of it. My grandmother and I'm trying to think. I feel like there's
Kazuma.
something else.
I'm
Kiryu.
Yakuza
I love Yakuza.
guy.
That's another series I want to do, but I know you know, but I'm telling the audience
Yeah.
because they care.
I find it funny that this just turned into like the vacation story episode.
And I still have the beach episode, the beach arc.
I feel like we
We should end it.
we
should-
Well, I just want you to finish like all your stories in Florida first.
No, I'm done with Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And then there's the beach, which is probably the most interesting one.
Which
but you'll
will be
have
saved
to,
for
yeah,
next
you're
time.
gonna have to see the next episode.
Anyways,
Have fun editing this jumbled mess of storytelling and just whatever the fuck this is.
anyways, have fun, and next time we'll be doing the beach story, the beach episode.
The beach arc.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. Maybe I'll tell it. Maybe I won't.
Yep.
I probably will, but
See
you
you
can't
in
make me.
the vacation stories part 2 or whatever. Bye.
It'll be more like part 1.